I'm so happy you're here. We are going to start this class lying on our backs. When you are ready, you can gently make your way there, allowing the soles of the feet to come to touch and letting the knees part. If that doesn't feel good, you can extend the legs long. Allow the right hand to rest on the low belly and the left hand to fall on the heart. And begin to just notice your natural breath. Feeling the breath move easy in and out of the nose. Beginning to just shift your focus. Relaxing the eyes, cheeks, unclenching the jaw. Feeling supported by the surface below you. And after noticing that next exhale, draw a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the belly expand, the heart rise, filling the body with air, and then take a cleansing exhale, breathe out. Inhale fully, and exhale completely. Feeling the body relax a little bit more. Another deep breath here. And return back to your natural breathing on that next inhale. But keep enough control in the breath so that your focus stays there. And then as we move throughout this practice, when you notice your focus get distracted, just come back on that next inhale. And when it happens again, come back again. Noticing this next breath in and out. On that next inhale, we're taking a full body stretch. You can gently use the hands to guide the knees back together, extend the legs long, and inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Lengthening the spine, breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready, inhaling, hug the right knee into the chest. Maybe guiding that knee closer to the armpit. Flexing or pointing the foot, just noticing what this feels like in the body. And then finding a half happy baby, reach for the outside of the right foot. Maybe using that left hand to keep the left hip pressing down. And then releasing this into a twist by crossing the right leg over. Maybe adjusting the hips, extending the arms out to a T. And just notice this next breath. Allowing the shoulders to relax a little more. Inhaling to transition back through center, giving the right leg a squeeze, maybe lifting the forehead to the knee, and then extend the right leg down your mats. We're switching it out, hugging the left knee in, maybe guiding that knee closer towards the armpit. Keep anchoring the right glute down. And then find your happy baby on this side, reaching for the outside of the left foot. Just letting this feel good. Take a breath in and a breath out. On that next exhale, cross the left leg over the body, finding your twist on this side, extending the left arm out to a T. Maybe the gaze looks over the left shoulder. Notice that next breath in and out. Keeping the jaw unclenched. And then moving mindfully, inhale back to center, giving the knee a squeeze into the chest. And then hug both knees into the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side, massaging the low back. Maybe guiding the knees in a full circle, one direction and then the other. And then staying right there, or maybe finding a full happy baby, reaching for the outsides of both feet here. A variation is to reach for behind the thighs. So making this work for your body in this moment. You can rock from side to side. Keep the shoulders and the face relaxed. And then we're rocking and rolling ourselves up into a seat. If this doesn't resonate with you, maybe you roll to one side and then press yourself up that way. We're eventually meeting in a tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, hips over knees, and then tuck the toes. Inhale, lift the gaze and drop the belly. Exhale, round, press the floor away, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chin to the chest, press the floor away. And moving through this a few more times at your own pace. Returning back to center, and then we're taking 3 hip circles with the left leg. So go in one direction, letting this movement be slow. And then without being in a rush, find these hip circles in the opposite direction, lubricating the hip joint. Nothing crazy. Lengthening back out through that left leg, resting here or extending the right arm out in front of you. Maybe reaching back behind you for a bind, catching the top of that left foot. Pressing the chest up for another inhale. Exhale without slingshotting out of it. Come back to center, and then we're stepping the left leg wide to the outside of both hands for a lizard lunge. You can keep the knee lowered or lifted. And just feel this out, rocking forward and back, or maybe finding stillness. Remembering that there's no right or wrong as long as it feels good in your body. You can always roll to the outer edge of the left foot and then hug it back in. As you take this movement, though, just try to keep your focus on your breathing. And we're gently finding a twist. So you can place the left hand on the top of the left thigh or extend the arm high, making this work for you and just letting it feel good, twisting from the navel. Inhale. Exhale, ground down through that left hand and step the right leg wide. We're sinking into a Malasana squat at the top of our mat. You can place a block or pillow underneath the glutes. Place the palms together at heart center and use the elbows to press the knees to the outsides. Taking a strong breath in. Cleansing breath out. Melt the hands down, lift the hips high. We're in a forward fold at the top of our mat. Letting all the weight in the head release. And then heel toeing the feet back under the hips and then breathing into halfway lift. Breathing out to melt down, forward fold. Softly bend the knees and then inhale, reach the arms all the way high. Maybe the thumbs go softly behind you for a baby back bend, and then melt the hands together at heart center. Notice this next breath in and out. Become aware of the surface below you and the connection of your feet and your mat. Feeling grounded and supported. And then breathing in to lift the arms high and breathing out to melt down. Inhale lifts you up halfway. Exhale plants the hands and steps the feet back behind you. Inhale to rock forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower half or all the way down and then peel up into your heart opener. We're all meeting in a child's pose. Knees part, big toes come to touch. Take a breath in and a breath out. Spread the fingers wide and inhale to roll yourself back up into a tabletop. And then from here, lift the right leg up so that it's at a 90-degree angle and take 3 hip circles in one direction. Moving at a pace that feels good. And then take those hip circles in the opposite direction. Extending the right leg long. Inhale lifts the left arm, keeping the belly button hugged into the spine. Modification is to keep the right toes tapped down. But if you'd like, you can reach back behind you and create a bind with the foot. Your next exhale melts the left hand down and steps the right foot to the outside of the hands. We're in our lizard lunge on this side, so the back knee can stay lifted or lower down as you rock yourself forward and back. Micro movements in the body. With every exhale, you're trusting your body to release any ickiness and tightness, anything that the body is holding on to. Can you keep relaxing the shoulders and the jaw? Maybe the eyes are closed here. You don't need them right now. Take another breath in and out. In and breathe out. Ground down through the left hand. We're taking our twist on this side. The right palm can go to the thigh or maybe extend up high. Try not to sink in the left hand. Stay lifted, stay engaged. And on your next exhale, plant the right hand. And then we're finding a forward fold at the top of our mat. And then sink the hips low into our Malasana. palms come to touch. Elbows connect to the inner thighs, trying to keep the chest lifted. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, melt down. Place the feet directly under the hips. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to step the right leg back behind you. Untuck the back toe. Release the knee down if it feels good. Maybe keep the knee lifted if there's any pinching or pain. Listen to the cues of your body, and if you'd like, you can lift the chest, maybe placing the hands on the thigh. The arms can extend up, or maybe go to the low back or the hips. There's many variations in yoga because we want these poses to work with how we're feeling and how our body is feeling in this moment. So play around with it. What feels good? Do you want to find stillness in this lunge, or do you want to find movement? And take your time. Melt the hands down to frame the front foot. And then gently kick the left leg back behind you for a downward dog. Notice any sensations you feel in this downward dog, and then gently walk the feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. Breathing in to halfway lift, breathing out to melt down and fold, and step the left leg back behind you. Releasing that knee down if it feels good, and find a variation with the arms. And as we pause here, see if you can notice every breath the body is taking. Taking a big breath in, cleansing breath out, and then melt the hands down, kick the right leg back behind you, downward dog. Noticing if this one feels a little different than the first. And then inhaling to rock yourself forward to a plank, hugging the elbows in by the side, lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Untuck the toes, inhale, lift up for a baby cobra, maybe finding lightness in the hands. And then exhale, press it back into a child's pose. Inhale to walk the fingertips a little further out in front of you. Exhale, really sink the hips back. And then your next inhale, lift yourself up into a seat. Soles of the feet on your mat. We're just rocking the knees from side to side. After returning back to center, we're going to lift the glutes high, so strengthen the arms, and then lift, keeping the chin tucked slightly into the chest to protect the back. Exhale, lower the glutes down. Taking this one more time, inhale to lift, being mindful of the wrists here, and exhale to lower. Extend the arms out in front of you, and then lower yourself all the way down to your backs. Notice if there's any movement in the hips you would still like to take. Maybe another round of happy baby. And then eventually set yourself up in some stillness. Maybe legs up the wall pose if that's available. You can also always find a seat. Allow the eyes to softly close. Relax the cheeks, unclench the jaw. Melt the shoulders down into your mat a bit more. Relax the arms and hands. Hips, thighs. Notice the connection of your glutes on your mat. Relax the lower legs, the feet. Notice the belly softly rise and softly fall. Notice your chest. Feel the chest rise and fall with the breath. And for the next few moments, allow your focus to stay there as you continue to breathe in and out. Resting here for as long as you can. But if you need to rise, you can begin to invite gentle movement back into the body. Maybe taking a full body stretch or hugging the knees in. And you're in no rush to find a seat. Once the palms come to heart center, take a breath. Feeling calm and thankful for your body as you inhale the thumbs to the center of the forehead for good thoughts. Exhale to the lips for good words, breathing in. And as you breathe out, let them fall to the heart for good intentions toward yourself and others. The light in me sees and loves the light within you. Namaste.